Zay told me he sent some shit, so we're working on some amen shit. Yeah, club in the morning, off like 2. Sip champagne when we talk about views. And cut like us, we stuck in the trap. Steak ain't rare, so we sending it back. All of my brothers are rare, can't cap. The money was quick, now we sending a few. I'm down by the 100, we starting to shoot. I hit 21, just watch how we move. PR in my blood, no, I ain't
Welcome back, everyone. This is Artificially Genuine, episode 21, part 1. We got a special guest in the building. Go ahead and introduce yourself to these lovely people.
Yo, what up? My name is Rey Campos from Oxnard and Rumba Rey Dance Company. I'm so happy to be here tonight.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for fucking being on here. I know you have a busy schedule. I know you're the salsero of 805. You're the king. We know.
Yes. And real quick, I'm the host with the most, FaBo, coming at you live.
It's JL for the third time today. You're not going to believe it, but it's fucking possible. We put our minds to it.
We will make this happen. So, all right, Ricky, what do you do? What you kind of be doing up in the 805 streets, and what do you bang? No,
I'm a salsa instructor. I'm a salsa performer. I pretty much dance salsa. That's pretty much what I do as a living, and I'm grateful for it, by the way.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Is that your specialty?
Yeah, I mean, I do a little bit of bachata. I know 23 other dances, but my main focus is salsa dancing for sure.
Okay.
And I also, eat it as well.
Yo, hell yeah. I need me a salsa, man. We should have got some today.
For
Yes.
reals.
But what got you into it? What got you into doing into that?
My parents definitely had a big feel in that. They kind of made stuff happen for me when they used to get home after dancing. This little kid will be awake and shit.
Yeah.
They're like, what do you guys do? They're like, we got trophies and shit. We're like,
Oh, they were competitors.
correct. And they would win, competitions. And I think that had a big influence in me, like being young and seeing your parents dance, practice. And you're like, what are they doing? And definitely had a big part on that.
And were they just local, or did you go out? Because I know, like,
they were just local. They would go to El Tapatio down Oxnard Boulevard.
Okay,
If you know El
okay.
Tapatio back in the day, you know what's up. And they would win competitions there. But, overall, they weren't like super popular like that, but they enough to get me to,
get in the
like
mix.
something different
Yeah.
from hardworking, parents,
And who taught you how to salsa?
The person that taught me how to salsa dance was a couple of people. Mario Castro, shout out to him from Costa Rica.
Shout out, dog.
Shout out.
And Rolando Padilla that just passed away actually last year, but we barely found out.
R.I.P. R.I.P. to the big homie.
Definitely them. Both of them had a big influence. One's from New York. The other one's from Costa Rica.
Okay.
And the one from New York, Rolando, had a big influence on what I do.
Okay.
He introduced me to the world of salsa. He looked at me. He was like, yo, you like hip hop? I'm like, yeah, I like hip hop. What does that have to do with salsa? He's all, nah, man, you'll be perfect for it. I'm like, but why though? He's all, because it's hip now. It's different. I'm like, what do you mean? He's all, I thought salsa was like romantic, like, hey,
Yeah.
They're like, no, it's so athletic. What do you do? I'm like, I'm a basketball player. They're like, so like, what does that have to do with salsa? He's like, well, you're very athletic. The new style of salsa is super showy, athletic, very...
You need endurance. You need to be able to move, flexible.
Movement itself takes a lot of endurance.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he saw me, and I was like, bro, how come you don't want me to train in New York salsa? He's like, because LA style salsa is very new, and the people that are, the biggest influences from salsa in LA style are from LA, but they're not really from LA.
Okay.
Okay.
And you're a SoCal boy. Like, do you like Dre? Do you like Tupac? I was like, fuck yeah, I love Tupac. You know what I mean? He's all, do you think they listened to Tupac growing up? I was like, I don't know. No, they didn't, So
Okay.
that kind of put something into me. Like, can you be influenced by...
more socially kind of branded to where you are locally, and then bring that type of stuff.
It's its own flavor in a sense.
Correct.
Right?
Just
Yeah.
like Cuba, Puerto Rico, Colombia, like we have our own salsa too.
That's
And
dope.
it's
That's dope.
it's a SoCal LA style salsa based. And by the way, it's at one point it was the most popular style in the world, and it influenced the way the world dances now. So
Okay.
I'm I'm very happy that actually
You're part of it.
He saw something inside me that I did not see
At the time.
and it was beautiful. It was like 25 years later. I mean, I can't really say anything about it. It was beautiful to me. So
we actually had a podcast like last week about people, our older generation, like seeing something in the youth, and how much it affects like a person's like overall at the end. Like we had a girl who said that her teacher like put her art in the class and like she saw something, and it's just like that's such an important thing that we might have to remind the older people, which we are unks and shit. We're the uncle people, right? We got to make sure we see these people and kind of like guide them, like because we're losing that because a lot of gatekeeping and stuff, and like I want to keep this shit to myself, but there's a lesson in that. We have to remind ourselves that we have to educate the youth with information that it might be basic, but it might be helpful for them, and it might change their life.
That's right.
Like it changed yours.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah.
like piggybacking off of that. We're all influencers in our own way.
Yeah.
You don't need a podcast. You don't need this extra stuff to do it. Just a conversation. You're influencing. They can observe it and either take in that information and kind of filter it their own way. But everywhere you have a conversation, you are influencing them in one way or another.
yeah,
So where did you go to school at?
I went to Wanimi High School.
Okay.
And, growing up in the hood and then growing up in Wanimi High School. Oh, you're like, what hood, right? I grew up in Colonia.
Shit.
It shaped
the
a
hood.
lot
Not
of
gang
what
affiliated.
I did.
Just,
No,
just
no.
grew up.
But you like the Cowboys.
Oh,
I see. We
man.
got it. It's already.
You are gang affiliated.
Dude, do not rep that.
hey, is the injunction going on?
No,
or
no. It's all love. It's all love. It's all love. It's all
Hold
love.
on.
I love the
This is-
Cowboys too.
It says 805.
805 crown right there, dude.
You got to understand, when you grow up in a hood, most of these people are defending a hood.
Yeah.
They're defending, trespassers, whatever. But growing up in the hood, you see a cholo down the street, and that has a lot of influence in what you do in life.
Yeah.
And that's what I saw. I, would go to La Flor de Mayo, down Bonita Street, and the first person I saw would be a bald-headed person on a bike, and whatever came with what he represented. That's what I wanted to be like for the longest time.
Yeah.
So guess what happens when you do that? Your parents straight send you to.
Mexico.
Mexico? What?
Damn.
What do you mean?
So,
International.
I got in trouble. I think I was suspended like 3 times in first grade.
Fuck.
first
What did
grade.
you? Look, I got so many questions. What did you do? But let's skip that. You ended up in Mexico. Why?
Because, when you're, I guess, out here and you're not doing great, they send you to Mexico to get.
Teach you a lesson.
But that shit was even way better.
Oh,
It was more like
see,
a
send
gift.
your kids to Mexico. It'll work on them.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, they call you el güerito,
Yeah.
the white one, and I'm like looking at myself, I'm like,
You dark as shit.
I'm dark as fuck.
Yeah.
I had missing teeth. It did not matter.
You're from the other side. That's all they know.
Yeah.
Bro, I was
Estados
like,
Unidos, baby.
Estados Unidos, I was like El Norte. But anyways, growing up there also influenced a lot of what I did because it also calmed me down. Grandma talked to me. You grow up. I remember going to go get sodas the first time, and it was like, I went to go get a soda, and the guy's asking me, where are your bottles? I'm like, what bottles, fool?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like, what you
the
calling a
bag.
fool?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, shit.
Oh,
No
fuck.
tengo botellas, güey.
Yeah.
He's like, you're supposed to bring bottles to replace the ones you have. I'm like, you guys don't recycle?
Wait, what was this in Mexico?
Guadalajara.
Guadalajara.
Everywhere. They
You know.
recycle. They recycle. They get all their.
You're talking about
bottles.
recycle soda?
2
Like
liter
bottles?
glass bottles.
Oh,
like the Coke
glass bottles.
So you would have to take like a 6-pack of empty bottles to
Yeah.
get 6-pack of full bottles.
Yeah.
So he
Same
told
thing with
me,
the beer. You don't just toss the beer. You put it back in your crate, and then like, hey, I'll give you these for these.
So I'm drinking sucked on beers already that were
They're all
may have to put
recycled.
their mouths on
Everything's
that.
recycled, yes.
See, that's all. This is
They
how
do get washed.
herpes happen, bro. This is how the pandemic happened, baby. I'm gonna let you know that right now. That shit get wet. Wet ass fucking.
But
Still warm.
We do try to save the earth.
Is it still like that now?
I don't know.
Still,
I
it's
hope.
still like
I
that.
swear to
Till
God,
this
I
day,
hope
yeah,
not.
No, you gotta
If
return
not,
it.
If not, the guy told me he was gonna give me all my sodas and a fucking little bag with the fucking.
Oh, I'll
If
take
not,
that.
it's a bigger charge.
Yeah.
So you get a discount if you return the bottle, so they can get their money back on the back end.
Dude, Mexico got it backwards. G. That's how the fucking disease got. That's how herpes happened. That's how the skimdemic happened. Nah, bro, I'm scared, bro.
Hey, but we love the tacos.
Oh, yeah, we can't get away from that.
I'll fuck a taco up,
But
for sure.
we'll make sure to get your description down in the description down below so that way anybody that wants to sign up with salsa, dancing, get to know you. Go ahead and comment down below. We'll be right back. Artificially Genuine.